Alright, now we're going to look at the sum rule for antiderivatives and do an example with that. Basically, when you take the antiderivative of two functions, basically you can split it up and take the antiderivative of each. And it's just like the sum rule for derivatives. You can derive each and then add whatever that is. So without further ado, let's do an example. We have the antiderivative of x to the 2/3 plus 4. So what we're going to do is break this up into two antiderivative problems. Take the antiderivative of this, we'll just call it our blue function, and take the antiderivative of that, we'll call it our red function. Alright, so a second here and adjust something. Okay. We want to convert to power form. So basically, I'm just going to split it up into two functions and consider it part of that step. Certainly, x to the 2/3 is a power. 4 is also technically 4x to the 0. But basically what this means is we want to convert it to familiar form. 4 is a constant number. We've already learned what the antiderivative of a constant is. So now we're going to take the antiderivative of each sides. The reverse power rule says to add 1 to the original exponent and divide by whatever that is. Now 2/3 plus 1 is 2/3 plus 3/3, which is 5/3. So it's going to be x to the 5/3 divided by 5/3 over here to the left. To the right, we learned the antiderivative of a constant is kx. In this case it's 4, so it's 4x. And then we still don't forget our plus c, so now we have x to the 5/3 divided by 5/3 plus 4x plus c. Of course, we need to simplify this by taking this fraction out of the bottom. So we'll flip it and multiply it, so it'll become 3/5 x to the 5/3 plus 4x plus 3. And that, in effect, is going to be our answer. I'm not sure why I didn't circle that. Whoops. Okay, but that's our antiderivative. And of course, if we take the derivative of that, we should get the original back. So we'll, whoops, didn't mean to do that. So we will take this power, move it to the front, and then subtract 1 using the original power rule. 5/3 minus 1 is 5/3 minus 3/3, which is 2/3. Now, you can kind of already start to see why the antiderivative power rule works, because this is the reciprocal of that, and that's going to become 1. And when we subtract 1 from that, we get 2/3. Derivative of 4x is just 4. Derivative of c is 0. And now we can see we got what we started with. So it's just a cycle, basically. Again, it's kind of like the inverse of addition is subtraction. The inverse of the antiderivative is the derivative, right? The function that you started with. So that's it for that example. We're going to look at another one here in just a second.